if we achieved every goal that we had and came to some place of perfection, quote unquote, or whatever, the rich guy makes all the money he ever wanted. Suddenly, we all have no more, it's like, well, what do we do next? We have to have a goal. We have to have something to aim for. We have to have some, for lack of a better term, a game to play in our lives, right? And it's like, sure, do we want that to be awful and struggling? No, of course not. But I love what you're saying. It's like, yeah, the rich guy wants to make more money because he's motivated to achieve things. And like, I love that there is no relaxing and going into the times that I failed in dieting. Many times is when I just go, okay, cool, I'm done. There is no done, as you always say, right? And this concept of maintenance and so forth. So it's like it, everything you're saying makes so much sense. So I would say, yeah, I just love this point of like to constantly be improving, right? Not in an obsessive, crazy way, but
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing that I ran into frequently was kind of putting all of my like taking a diet and going, this is the solution. This alone is the solution. And that was the liquid diet Brandy had arranged for me. That was the first piece of advice Brandy had given me, which was don't eat bread, which I took to be like, oh, bread is bad. I can no longer eat bread. And really, the lesson I take now is like find a point of responsibility with food, find my power, like I can be in charge of what I eat. Um, then there was the blood type diet, which I was put on after the liquid diet. And it was like, oh, this is it. I just eat like this and I don't worry about my weight anymore. And then when I'm not losing weight and I'm nowhere near any kind of goal, like I'm still morbidly obese, I'm like, well, this isn't working. And so I switched to keto. And then the HCG diet comes along, and then First Personal diet comes along. And each one of these things I looked at as the be all end all, the solution that unlocks this key. So it was like a two-part thing. It was like I have this um, goal or desire or quest for perfection, an idea of perfection that's super ambiguous, right? It's almost like a real woo-woo thing, like a state of enlightenment. I'm going to get there and I'll know it when I see it, you know. Um, and then the flip side was every diet was supposed to eventually unlock that. And none of them did. Not one of them ever got me there. Um, Not even close. I mean, the closest I came to it, if I'm being really honest, was like just an insane amount of cardio every day, insane, and starving myself. And that was the closest I got to like physically, like I had a low resting heart rate. My blood looked beautiful. I was very, very lean. I was the thinnest I've ever been. But like my life was falling apart. I spent almost no time with my wife and my kids. I was crabby in the afternoon. I couldn't work and maintain that. Um, and so, like, none of these things that I looked at as solutions were, what I came to find is it's an ecosystem. My life is an ecosystem, and there are many parts to my life, and they all have to be serving each other. And if they're not, I'm not going to succeed.